Hi everyone, welcome to our channel Tech Initializer. Today in this video we will be discussing about functional interfaces. So let's begin. Functional interfaces are introduced in Java 8. A functional interface is an interface that only has one abstract method, but it can have more than one default or static methods. We will discuss about default methods in our upcoming video. Just for now, remember functional interface has only one abstract method. Lambda expressions that we discussed in our previous video is the implementation of functional interfaces. A new annotation @functional interface has been introduced in Java 8, but this is not mandatory to put on a functional interface because of legacy reasons. But it's better to annotate the interface with @functional interface to get compile time warnings if function interface is not adhering to its terms. So let's discuss about some of the functional interfaces that you already might have used. So the first one is runnable interface that is used to provide the implementation of the tasks that we want to be run into a thread. So as you can see, runnable has only one abstract method which is called run and it returns nothing. Hence it is called a functional interface. We can use lambda expression to implement this interface. So in the example, as you can see, we have a task that prints run on console. Similar way, we have a comparator interface that you might have used to compare two objects. It also have one abstract method which is compare, and this is how you can implement compare interface using lambda expressions. So in my example, I have compared two strings using their length, and this is how you write a lambda expression for comparator. So moving on, in Java 8 a new package has been introduced which is called java.util.function, and this package contains all the common useful functional interfaces. So in total there are 43 functional interfaces that are introduced, but they are broadly divided into four categories: predicates, suppliers, consumers, and functions. So let's see them one by one. So a predicate is a functional interface that takes an object as argument and returns a boolean. So it has only one method which is test, and it takes an object of type t and returns a boolean. This is the way how you can create lambda expression for predicate. Here in our example, we have created a predicate that is checking if string length is greater than 5. In order to print the result, we can call this predicate and call the test method of this predicate. Since technology has more than 5 characters, our predicate returns a true. So next functional interface is a supplier. So a supplier takes no argument and it returns an object. It only has one abstract method which is get, and it takes nothing and returns an object. So it can be treated like an object factory that gives you an object. So here in our example, we are creating a shape supplier that gives a shape object, and we can call the get method in order to get the object of shape. Next we have a consumer that consumes an object passed as parameter and does not return any value. So it only has one method which is accept, and it takes an object of type t and returns nothing. In our example, we have created a consumer that takes a string as input and print it on the console. We need to call the accept method by passing the string. We have passed technology here, and the result will be technology printed on the console. So this was the example of a consumer that takes only one argument, but we also have a buy consumer that takes two arguments and returns nothing. So you can consume both the objects and do whatever you want without returning anything. Next we have a function that takes an object and returns another object. So as you can see, it has only one abstract method, apply, that takes an object of type t, but it returns an object of type r. So in our example, we have created a shape function that takes a shape object and gives the string which is the name of the shape. So we have called the apply method by passing the shape object, and in return we are getting the name of the shape, which is square. So in the next video, we will be covering the practical part of functional interfaces, so stay tuned for our next video. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do. Thanks for watching.